Hey everyone, Sal Crispo here from V10 Health. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about living your life with purpose, or with a vision, or with passion, right? And it's like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to live passionately? And really, it shouldn't even be a question because, obviously, if you're getting up in the morning and you're looking forward to the day because you love what you love your life, what you're creating. If you're being of service to others, like, you can't wait to get to it, right? You can't wait to paint if you're a painter. You can't wait to teach if you're a teacher. Whatever it is that you're passionate about doing, it's sort of not even like work. It's not a job. It's really you just expressing who you are, right? And that really is the difference between living with passion and sort of just living a life of monotony where you're just sort of going through just a routine, right? And you could see it in the people around you. Who is really being driven by something they love versus something they hate, right? You just the way they talk about their work in general is like, oh, another day of work, or it's like, oh yeah, I'm working on this amazing project. I can't wait to get at it again, or complete it because I want to show it off to the world and I think it's going to help a lot of people or whatever it is. So that's the difference there. And in this video, I want to talk to you about how to create a life of meaning and of purpose. And it sort of continues from the previous video, which was holistic success. And that is, envisioning yourself in different roles and what that looks like at your best. So whatever's most meaningful to you. So for me, being a dad is one of the most meaningful things. So I envision myself as being a great dad. What does that look like? And, what do I need to do to fulfill that each and every day? Same thing with educating. That's why I'm doing these videos. I love educating people. And what do I look like at my best when I'm educating at my best, right? What am I talking about? What am I passionate about? What can I share that could be of value to other people so that they can better themselves in their lives? That's what I'm truly passionate about. And yeah, so the first thing I tell people, it really comes down to ego versus the soul. And once you understand that, which I did a video on as well, is if you're mind driven, if you're driven by that part of you that's just cold and calculative, then you're going to make decisions not based on what your soul wants, what your heart desires are, but more on, what's going to make me more money, what's going to be easiest, take the least amount of effort, right? You take that path of least resistance. So things like that. And, instead, when you tune into your soul, then what happens is you sort of start tapping into a part of you that's less about thinking and more about feeling, right? So when you find your passion, because like I said, you're just really excited to do it. You have a balance in your step. You love life. You can't wait to live it, right? So it's quite obvious when you found your thing. And again, a lot of people have trouble finding that thing because usually they just don't tune in to their inner self often. And what do you do to tune in? I'm going to be repeating a lot of this stuff. It's things like meditation, right? So the practice of shutting the mind off, like clearing all your thoughts and then just going in and breathing and feeling and connecting to your being and to your soul and to your heart. And what ends up happening then, you start to do that more and more, then you start to feel more and more and know who you are, right? Know thyself. That's one of the first orders in your life, is trying to figure out who you are, who your true authentic self is. And then once you know, the more egoic things you strip away, then things become more and more clear what you're passionate about, right? And another thing you could do is pray, right? Prayer is very powerful because you don't have to pray to a certain religion or anything like that. It's just, something personal with you, and it could be with yourself or spirit, or something bigger than you like Great Spirit. And prayer really is supposed to weaken the control the ego has over your soul. So you're actually admitting that the ego is blind, is lost, is not a great leader when it comes to figuring out what your heart wants, what you're passionate about, right? And so if you pray and you ask for guidance or divine providence, then what you're really saying is, listen, I'm lost without you. Please give me some sort of direction, give me some sort of divine sign and or feeling or intuition that will help me find this passion, right? I want to live passionately. And it could be a number of things, like I was saying before. It doesn't have to be like one specific thing. It could literally be just being a great parent, right? Or a great entrepreneur, or whatever it is. It could be a number of things. It's not just one thing. And it doesn't have to be a huge mission either. It could just be simple, right? Just, smile every day, make the people around you feel better. It doesn't have to be this something grandiose, right? And so that's another thing you could do. And finally, I would say journaling. Journaling is super powerful. This is, actually writing, right? Don't type it in. It taps into the subconscious better when you put, pen to paper, and you just ask yourself questions that sort of eliminate the ego. Like, they strip away the ego's influence. Things like, if money didn't exist, what would I do, as a living, or for a living? Or what if I couldn't fail, right? What if I couldn't fail? So if you're guaranteed success, what would you do, right? Like, I would, just put it down. Say, I can't fail. How would I serve people? How would I express myself to the fullest? And don't hold back. Like, don't judge. That's what the ego does. Like, we're talking about just expressing yourself freely. Try it. And really, when you do, you'll see that there's a lot in there that you didn't know was there. It's just a matter of being patient. And it may not happen the first time. It's probably something you're going to have to do a number of times before you finally break through. But if you combine all those three, the meditation, the prayer, and the journaling, and you start to deconstruct and break down the unhealthy ego, eventually your soul gains power, and you'll start to feel what is really authentic and important to you, and you'll start living it more and more every day. Thank you for watching. That was really the message for today. Leave some comments. I really do look forward to any breakthroughs you may have, because this is all about us expressing ourselves freely and seeing what we can create together, to better humanity. So let me know what you find lies in your heart, and if you start living toward it. Thank you very much. Bye for now.